specifically a one-on-one. The Lakers put this out there, a one-on-one with Luka, having a conversation, his history, his competition, competitive spirit, all that. There was a piece of this that I think is important to point out, which is just another indication that Luka ain't going anywhere. So let me do that in just 1 second. But take a quick listen to a question that's proposed for Luka and then how he answers it. Take a listen.
As a Laker, what do you hope to be known for in Los Angeles?
The guy that brought championships to the city, for sure.
All right, I only played the end of that for a reason. Obviously, pretty cool video. Pretty cool video. The whole thing's about maybe 4 or 5 minutes, something along those lines. I just wanted to play the absolute end of that. Great production. It's something that the Lakers always do. That that kind of comes with it. What do you want to be known for in Los Angeles? Of course, to bring championships to the Lakers. I mean, that's think of some of this guy's responses over the last month or so. New ownership group takes over. He sends out the tweet and basically is wishing, I'm excited to still work with Jeannie. I'm excited to still work with the new ownership coming in and to win championships. I know Luka has not signed his extension, nor has he had the opportunity to, because the earliest he can sign his extension is on August 2nd. What I will tell everybody is just go ahead and read the room. Do not be worried about Luka not signing with the Lakers. Every opportunity he's had to give an indication of, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not trying to go anywhere. It's going to be up to the Lakers and their front office to prove to him over the next few years that he's got a legitimate chance of winning an NBA championship. That's going to be on their front office. And maybe Luka, maybe he doesn't play his entire career as a Laker moving forward. Maybe he's here for 3 years and then decides, all right, I can't win here. I'm having some trouble. This isn't what I thought, and decides to leave. But I think in the short term of just thinking about the August 2nd date that we've all had in mind, the August 2nd date, the number one priority for the Lakers this offseason was what? Everybody would say, well, it's signing Luka. I don't think that's something where if you're a Laker fan out there, you have to really necessarily lose some sleep over. Every indication is it's going to happen. Then he's recording this video. What do you want to be known for in LA? Winning championships. I mentioned the tweet that he had for new ownership. Here's another, I think, piece of the pie that I think is really, really important as well. Part of the stories this weekend was not just, it wasn't just the Lakers signed Marcus Smart, or they had to make room, so they got rid of Shake Milton and they got rid of Jordan Goodwin. Those were not, in my opinion, those were part of the stories this weekend. But I think something that was swept a little bit under the rug, or maybe wasn't made as big of a deal as it should have. Mark Stein put this out, and so did Shams when the initial news came out about Marcus Smart. Here's what Mark Stein wrote when the news came out. Lakers star Luka Doncic made a direct recruiting pitch to Marcus Smart that resonated with the veteran guard, league sources tell the Stein line. Just that part is the only thing that I want you guys to pay attention for. Luka made a direct recruiting pitch to go get Marcus Smart. Let's put all the pieces together. So far, this is the pieces that we have in regards to Luka. The pieces that we have is every indication is telling you he's probably going to re-sign with the Lakers. And then you got this latest one that is, he was also recruiting Marcus Smart. Can I tell you, do you know how important this next chapter is going to be for the Lakers, especially to have Luka Doncic completely on board, especially to have Luka saying, how can I help? What do you guys need me to do? Hey, listen, if Luka wants to become a Laker legend, it is going to have to be with a championship or two under your belt. That just comes with the territory. That's kind of how it works with the Lakers in this brand. How can he help himself? Well, one of the ways he can help himself is, how can I go get players that maybe Marcus Smart has 5 different suitors that want his services, But if I could lob a call or I can have some type of a conversation with Marcus Smart and tell him that, no, come to LA. Let me show you that this is the right place to be. This is the right brand to be. Play with me for a year and let me just show you that we can make this thing work together. And maybe that's DeAndre Ayton, I'm sure, who shares the same agent as Luka. I'm sure Ayton, whether direct conversations with Luka Doncic or indirectly, Ayton's got to be saying to himself, here I am trying to resurrect my career as a big. I don't want to play with Luka Doncic. Luka has started that recruiting process. Luka has started remember in the past, it was with Anthony Davis, we'd have the conversation. Does he want the keys? Does he not want the keys? Does he want to sit in the driver's seat? Does he want to sit in the passenger seat? Sometimes he wants to sit in the back seat. I don't know where AD wants to sit sometimes. That's not Luka. No, he's rolling in the driver's seat. You're going to go rent a car. Luka's like, yeah, we're putting the car under my name. Yeah, but nobody else can drive. Yes, I'm aware of that. Here's my ID. Here's my credit card. Give me the damn keys and let me go do what I do. That's all Luka understands. That's all Luka can comprehend. I just think that if you start reading some of the insights to what's happened over the last 30 days, I think that tells you where Luka is and what he wants, understands that, with the Lakers. And maybe this has to do with some of his European roots. He was talking about how in that video, he loved soccer, right? Watching Cristiano Ronaldo. These legends are legends because they won. They're not legends because, they were really good and they bounced around from a couple of teams and that was it. He understands the franchise that he's joining. And I just think it's really, really good news that he's part of the recruiting pitch, that he's part of the recruiting process, because I think that shows that he's going to have a future for the Lakers for years to come. So that part I think is great as well. Thank you very much for watching the clip. Just want to give a shout out here to one of our partners, the Wallace Firm. They are official injury attorney of the Sliwa Show and Hoops Talk, the entire channel. If you are ever in a need, and I hope you're not, but some type of serious injury with yourself or a family member of yours, I would like to personally help you by introducing you to the best in the business, Brad Wallace and the Wallace Firm. Also got a URL out here that you can use as well. Just go to wallacewins.com/Sliwa. Thank you for their partnership, and thank you for being a part of the Sliwa Show.